We know that the Diamondbacks are going to have to get creative to solve the grocery list of needs that they have to fill this offseason. A budget that's not going to be as high as it was a year ago. Plenty of positions that need addressing. First base, third base, 2 outfield spots, 2 starters, a bullpen arm, or 2 or 3. Lots to do. And first base certainly going to be at the center of things. Tyler Locklear is undergoing, I think it's a pair of surgeries for some injuries that he suffered at the end of the season. So don't know if he's going to be available at the start of next season and how long into the year it will take for him to be able to come back. And it's not like Tyler Locklear earned the job with his performance in the time that he did spend with the Diamondbacks after getting traded from Seattle. So feels like that is an open competition. And there's a lot to do, not a lot of ways to get there in terms of finances. So trading, using guys that are currently on the roster, giving those players opportunities to win jobs. And they certainly did that with Blaze Alexander. And he showed you more than enough to be on this team in some capacity, whether it's as the starting third baseman or it's as an outfielder. He played very well in center field, could move him over to the left. I think he has the leg up for the third base job. And it's kind of the reason why we were upset that Jordan Lawlar didn't play as much as we would have liked him to when he got called back up at the beginning of September, because you just don't know what you have. Now, let me make something very clear. I get it. I get why Jordan Lawlar didn't play every day. I didn't like it. But I get you're trying to make the postseason. You're back in this race. You can't throw caution to the wind and just be about player development. You have to pick and choose your spots. I understand you have a manager who sees a team and an opportunity. We can surprise, shock the world, make the playoffs. I got to play my best line. I get it. I didn't like it. I would have still tried to find a way to play Jordan Lawlar as much as I could. But the byproduct of that is you still don't know what you have in Jordan Lawlar. You're still not sure if he can be your opening day third baseman. And Blaze played every day, most days, played well enough that you kind of know you got something with Blaze. So could the result of that be the Diamondbacks take some phone calls on Jordan Lawlar? Now, Jordan Lawlar's value in general, I think, is lower than you probably think it is. But I think Lawlar could fetch a pitcher back in a trade. I'm envisioning those trades where 2 teams swap. I don't want to say failed prospects, but prospects that could use a change of scenery. Prospects that could be better off going to a place where they're given an opportunity to thrive, given an opportunity to play every day. And I'm sure there are plenty of teams across baseball that would love to make Jordan Lawlar their third baseman and give him every chance in the world to win that job long term. And those teams may have pitchers that either haven't really gotten up to par or they're landlocked. There's not really a place for them to go, and you can make one of those types of swaps. Or you could include Jordan Lawlar as part of a larger package, but he's the centerpiece of it, that goes out and fetches a more established starter. But it does feel like if pitching is going to be the priority that Mike Hazen says it's going to be, as it should, they need 2 starters, they need a whole makeover for their bullpen. They're going to have to think outside the box. They can't throw money at this problem. $40 million or whatever their budget is, they can't go out and sign 2 pitchers and we're good. They're going to have to get creative. And with Blaze playing as well as he did for this team in the second half, combined with Lawlar still being a highly regarded prospect in the game, that feels like a very easy way for you to get one of those 2 starters.
We talked about a few trades in the morning meeting. I mean, look back at how the D-backs got Zach Gallen, right? That was prospect for prospect.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that either of those guys were failed prospects or not living up to the bill at the time, but that type of trade feels like what the D-backs are capable of doing in this situation.
I agree wholeheartedly. And this isn't to say, listen, this program, I mean, we've got the sounder, for goodness sake. This is a pro Jordan Lawlar show. This is a pro Jordan Lawlar radio station. We love Jordan Lawlar. But if Blaze Alexander is going to be your opening day third baseman because of how well he played, and you have a bunch of needs to address, and you have to get creative in order to fill those needs, maybe Jordan Lawlar is the piece that helps you do this. And that would hurt. And the Diamondbacks deserve some chunk of the blame for why it didn't work out. But if Jordan Lawlar can help you facilitate a starter, you've got hitting prospects in the pipeline. That's the one thing we've said about this Diamondbacks farm system. You have other hitters in the pipeline ready to go, ready to help you. So you can afford to utilize somebody like a Jordan Lawlar as part of a package to go out and get an established starter to add to your group. I would explore it.
Listen, we talked about that this team is going to have to make trades to fill out this roster. Jordan Lawlar feels like a guy who's probably going to come up every time you make a call.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when that is the case for a team that needs to make trades and fill holes this offseason, there's a likely scenario that he could get moved. What can you get in return? You said it's probably lower than we may imagine.
Yeah, Jordan Lawlar's value singularly as a prospect isn't
what it was
2 years ago.
No.
And because of the injuries, because of we've now seen him at the big league level, and it's been hit or miss. Although, in fairness, he finished the year strong. Playing him more and giving him a chance to work through things
did result in a good
yes.
finish to the season.
And did we not say at the time, once he got the first hit, once he got that monkey off his back, we thought that his season would unlock, that it was very much a mental thing at that point. Sure enough, he got his first hit. Things turned around for him. And there's going to be a team out there that, one, thinks that Jordan Lawlar is still extremely talented and is a future star in this game. And two, thinks that they have the setup to get the most out of Jordan Lawlar. And that might be the ticket to get the Diamondbacks one of the two starters that they need to get this offseason.
And there is some value. In his last 15 games, he hit 300, right, in 38 at-bats, 10 hits. He doesn't have the home run, but, I mean, he was very productive in the last 3 weeks of the season, even not playing every day in that situation.
I'm looking up a certain pitcher's contract because I want to know. Because if this pitcher has a couple of years of control, this may be the guy. Would you make Jordan Lawlar the centerpiece of a trade for Sandy Alcantara?
Yeah, is a name I thought. How many years of control does he have left?
You have $17.3 million in 2026, so it is a little bit expensive. You are taking on some cash. And there's a club option in 2027 worth $21 million. You're getting 2 years of Sandy Alcantara. Now, the cheaper player to go get from the Marlins is Edward Cabrera. Younger, he's 27. He's got 3 more years of arbitration. He's not a free agent until 2029. That feels like it costs more, though. And it all depends on how the Marlins view
Jordan
Lawlar.
Have to. You couldn't give up just Lawlar in either of those deals.
It would be Lawlar plus in both.
I think you would get a hefty package for the Cabrera.
Yeah, I mean, he made less than $2 million this year, and he's got 3 more years of arbitration, and he's 27 years old. I mean, those are the types of pitchers you're looking for. And you're hoping that a team still values and covets Jordan Lawlar highly in those types of trades.
And you look at Miami, it's a team you've done a similar deal with in the past.
Well, and it's just a team that
has done this before.
Right.
Yeah. It's an interesting conversation of where do they make a trade? Who's on the line? Is it some of your younger talent? Could you move maybe somebody, a veteran? It'll be interesting to see what they do.
I just think more so than ever before, because of the emergence of Blaze and because of the limited resources they have this offseason and because of the strength of the hitting system overall for the Diamondbacks. You add all of that up, this feels like a time where they, more so than ever in the past, will consider a trade of Jordan Lawlar.
This is probably the first time it's ever seriously been considered.
Now,
and it has to be.
Unfortunately, it's timed up with him being at a lower value than those previous times that you may have considered it. but he still has value and he could still be a centerpiece of your offseason plans.